my guest this morning is a little grumpy. He's a star of both stage and screen, known for his Bafta-nominated role as Kwame in I May Destroy You, as well as starring in TV series like The Lazarus Project and Black Mirror. Well, now he is back treading the boards, starring as Delroy in Death of England. Welcome to the show, Paapa Essiedu!
What's popping? How you doing?
I'm so sorry. I know.
Don't be sorry. It's not over yet. It's not over.
It's not over. It hasn't even begun. You know, just for context, Paapa, is I'm in a queue, but you are in some sort of holding cell.
Do you know what I mean? It's all relative. Do you know what I mean? So, like, you may be I'm in the queue for the queue.
You're in the queue for the queue, which is arguably the most fun place to be.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I hate more than a queue in real life is an online queue. Because
there's no eyeball. You don't have no sense of where you are.
It's like that scene from Gravity when George Clooney's just floating endlessly into space.
Horrible.
It's like that.
With no end in sight.
No end in sight.
Are you a big Oasis fan? I'm guessing from the dejected posture, the sense of defeated nothingness, that you might be a fan.
Yeah, the sense of, why am I even here?
What is the point?
What is the point? Who cares about this play? Like, you might as well. No, I'm joking. No, I am a fan. I definitely was look, I was a kid of the 90s, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you were like a baby. You were, not quite in nappies when they were hitting their stride, but you were young.
Well, I was, you know what? I was actually at V Festival in whenever it was, 2008, 2009, when they were meant to be playing. And they broke up the day before.
Sick.
Rock on Send. So I remember we were all in this field in Essex or whatever, waiting for Oasis to play, and I think that's when they had the album with I can't remember what the song is, the one with Reese Ifans in the video. Anyway, do you remember?
Yeah, somebody's.
Someone's just got through.
No. Gosh, no, don't worry. We're not going to break that to you live on air.
Anyway, they were meant to play that day, and the news, this is pre-Twitter, whatever, news broke in the field, so if I got to go this time, it'd be a kind of full circle moment.
Okay, anyone listening?
I mean, when I get to go.
When I get to go, okay. I feel like, you could, there's lots of seats, aren't there? There's lots of people looking to fill those seats. Okay, Oasis. Let's park Oasis for a moment, because this is quite a gear change from Oasis, isn't it?
In some ways, yeah. You could describe what to play.
Yeah,
you could describe it as a bit of a gear change. Yeah.
So, Death of England, Delroy. It's the first time that all of these plays have been put on simultaneously, which is kind of amazing. Yeah,
so Death of England is actually a trilogy of plays written by Clint Dyer and Roy Williams, which were all performed at the National Theatre over the course of about 5 years, 6 years. Started off with Death of England, which is now called Death of England Michael, which was originally performed by Rafe Spall, now being performed by Tommy Coombs. Then it was Death of England Delroy, which was originally performed by Michael Balogun, but that got shut down during COVID when all the theatres got shut down. And then Closing Time was performed last year by Sharon and Joe Martin and Hayley Squires, and now's been performed by Sharon, Duncan Brewster and Erin Doherty. So there's a real legacy to these shows, and now all three of them are up and running and being performed in conjunction with each other. So you can view them in isolation or literally go back to back. They're chronological. Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of it. They're three plays that all inhabit the same characters and same worlds, same families. The themes, they're all connected. Themes, whatever, kind of. Yeah, but seen through different lenses. Okay. So they do work as standalone pieces, and you can see one or two, but you can also see all three on the same day if you really are a glutton for punishment. So and so your character Delroy, described as unapologetically upwardly mobile, working as a bailiff, and then life turns upside down. He's checking his phone, guys. He's literally checking where he is. I'm listening with my ears.
Queue. I love it. So you go to the hospital where your girlfriend Carly is about to give birth, and it's the beginning. Well, not the beginning of the end, but it's quite a moment. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to beware of spoilers here, but
you're looking at a guy who's kind of he's coming into he's in conversation with what his idea of Britishness is and how he fits into an idea of British as a working class black man who's got the ambitions or the politics that he has, and the rights that he believes that he's entitled to. There's a conflict that he gets into on the way to the hospital to see the birth of his child, which then kind of like pulls everything out of context. But it's a kind of Syrian dissection of race, class, gender, interraciality in 2024, but it's all shot through with through a lens of humour and wit, and British people are funny. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We're funny.
No matter how dark the subject matter,
exactly. So it's hopefully an enjoyable evening.
So there's a wink and a bit of humour in there as well.
Yeah, more than a bit.
Yeah, more than a bit. Good to know. How is it back being on stage in theatre? The kind of, relentlessness, I guess, of performing every day in front of a live crowd. Do you love that by comparison to TV and film work?
Yeah. I kind of feel very lucky in the fact that I've been able to straddle both to work in both mediums, and I started watching plays relatively late in my life. I probably watched my first play when I was about 18 years old. So I still get the thrill of being in the room with the thing as it's happening. Like they're saying all the lines from the beginning to the end of the play, and you can see the real sweat and the tears and blah blah blah. All of that, I still get that thrill. So as a audience member, do you know what I mean? So it's replicated as a performer as well, in a different way to when you're working on camera. So it's thrilling, it's exciting, it's dangerous. When it goes wrong, it really goes wrong.
Yeah. Okay, has it gone wrong?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, has it? Yeah, what, like brain fart situation?
More than brain farts, but like, this is a one-person show. Do you know what I mean? It's an hour. It's 100 minutes long. So some of those early shows were really like. I was chatting to a mate of mine who did one a few years back, and he says it's like that bit at Star Wars when you just see the at the beginning of the movie when you see the land far away, coming towards you, and that's the play coming towards you. You just got to get on the train and then ride it all the way to the end. So
and hope for the best.
Literally hope for the best, because nothing is probably.
Strap in. Death of England is out in Soho Theatre until the 28th of September. Tickets are available at sohoplace.org. Go forth and nab those tickets. I promise you now, if I get more than 2, I'll give them to you. All right? Well, I'll sell them to you.